Alrighty. Okay, my first question would be for Sean.
Yeah,
I just want to know what it was like having your character take more of a back seat this time around in this Dragon Ball film.
it was great. I had to work way less, and that was fun. No, I'm, and it's happened a few times in the series. I remember asking my dad for gas money because Goku was in the healing tank, and I wasn't getting any hours at work, and I was like, "Dad, I can't even drive to work." This is like in the early 2000s when I first started working on the show. So it's happened before, and I'm so proud of this cast because. When you're in the hot seat for 20 years, and it's I never really think of when I'm acting that I'm carrying a show. It's really an ensemble cast, but you do realize when you're not in the hot seat how much work you are having to do, and you worry that if that void is there, that you're hoping that the cast and the characters and the writing is going to fill that void in a very unique and special way, and as well as hopefully the story and yourself has been doing it, and this cast just killed it in that regard. Everybody is just performing at 110% of their abilities, in my opinion, and they're just nobody. No, the level of care that went into this movie was unprecedented. Although we do it for every single one, but yeah, it was really exciting for me to just. And I'm so proud of Kyle for just bringing it as Gohan, which he always does. But he has some new situations that we can't talk about yet that are pretty impressive. And to hear the new and what I love is to hear the new cast because I thought it was interesting. I was talking to Alex Lee, and I know Zach is just a touch older than Alex, and I said, Alex, when were you born? He was like 1999, and I'm like, that's when I started on the show in March of '99. And to have the new cast, really killing it, and then you have the legacy old cast, and it all just comes together in this wonderful this pie that Chris Sabat is, and it wouldn't have happened without Chris Sabat. He directed that movie like crazy, and he's so excellent about building a sonic palette of different timbres that come together really well when he's casting. So it's not just about acting, it's how the voices sound together, and he's really, really excellent at that part in particular. And so the casting was just done so well, and everybody just performed so well. And so for me to sit back and watch it, like as an actor and as a character, I'm just eating popcorn watching pretty much. You know what I mean? Like it's and it's
Yeah.
important to do that with a story. If you saturate your audience with your main characters for too much, you want and then you realize why you miss them, which actually happens on the series because Goku will disappear for a while, and then you see him come back, and then the whole crew's like Goku, and he walks up and he's all glowing or whatever he's doing, whatever like he did in Battle of Gods. He shows back up, and so it was really fun and exciting for me to not have to destroy my voice on a film. Which I always enjoy, and then I just get to do comedy pretty much, and it was just I love the fact that I don't want to do any spoilers, but I like I'm not only going to say this broadly and not specifically, but that the rule set that we put down for them to fight was also fascinating for me as as a guy playing Goku, and then of course we have a lovely post credit scene that I won't mention. That is really,
Yeah.
really excellent. So yeah, I am so proud of this cast, and it was really thrilling just to watch everybody do their thing. Where I'm just casually on the side, doing my thing. So hope that's a good answer.
All right.
I went it was a little
Yeah.
random
Oh, perfect
there,
answer.
but
Thank you so much, Sean.
you're welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks. Great question.
Question is for Zach. Your character, Dr. Hito, he's a fan of superheroes. So I want to ask you, what superhero would you want to join your Dragon Ball team in a fight? Any sort of superhero you have a particular favorite or one you think would have a good place in that world?
Ooh, I don't know if he would have a good place. um, I think recently I've discovered, of course, I love Spider-Man, I love Batman, Robin, Nightwing. I think I would love to change it up. Let's go with Deadpool. Let's see how Deadpool is today. I have recently discovered I just really like Deadpool. Watching the movies, I've read just a little bit of the comics, like not a whole bunch. I haven't fully immersed myself, but I'm honestly going to like dive into the Deadpool series and just check it out and start from the beginning to end because I love the jokes and the comedy, and like I don't know, I think it's a good balance for
Oh
for a
yeah.
superhero.
It's a great choice. He'd definitely be able to take a beating in the Dragon Ball world, I feel like.
Oh yeah, he could. He could take a serious beating.
That's true. Yeah,
No one's pitting Goku against Deadpool. Goku would have to probably incinerate his whole body because he keeps,
yeah.
you know.
Thank you. All right, my next question is for Jason. I'm glad I'm finally able to get a question to Jason.
Yes.
You're excellent as Carmine.
Thank you.
So I want to know how you approach your performance playing a sort of like ruthless character like Carmine. Like, what is your
Well,
approach in changing your voice performance?
well, when I initially auditioned, the voice was very, very deep and it was very, very serious and stuff like that. And it sort of ended up morphing almost more into my natural voice than a lot of other roles I play, which was fun. And it was also nice that, getting to, because I think we also wanted to make sure that we were differentiating from what Charles Martinet was doing.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that way it's not like too close to each other or anything like that. And what's interesting is that, I had never necessarily thought that I would show up in the Dragon Ball franchise, but I think it's fun that, I play a character who doesn't throw energy balls at people and, kick planets and whatnot. Like he's just sort of a guy who's trying to just keep things together, which I thought was just really fun to play vocally. And I mean, the dialogue and the writing in this movie is so great that it was very easy to like go with the narrative flow. But yeah, so I guess that part of the fun of the character was how do you keep someone who's like super serious interesting, and part of the fun of that is when he just has moments where he chuckles at something that Magenta is doing, or throws an extra little glance at someone else or smirks at so like he has little moments of extra personality that were really fun.
Right. Great. Thank you so much, Jason.
Thank you.